Okay, so for my English, right, from the last things due to quarantine and stuff, I have to write a 600 or less word essay. And basically, it has to be deep. And, like, why would I do that? Like, why? But I have to, and it has to be unique in the philosophy of blah, blah, blah. All kinds of stuff, right? And my teacher wants it. And so, I gotta give it to her, and I'm gonna get an A on this because I need it. I gotta be in that class, and I want to raise that grade. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, lessons on how to be fake deep. First off, you always gotta talk about happiness, so we're just gonna write that right down. Happiness. And it's like this program where you have to talk about a life experience and how it altered your life and all blah blah blah, useless stuff. So we know we're gonna talk about happiness, and we need a story from my life. Well, I don't really see things deep. Why? Because sometimes it's pointless to do that, but I'm going to. So happiness, we're definitely going to talk about happiness and how to find it, how to truly find it. You know, usually people say you gotta strive for happiness. Let's say something creative like you gotta find happiness in the little things. Boom, that's what I say to cheer up my friends. You gotta find happiness in little things. Little things right there. Little things. There we go. Happiness in little things. So, happiness in little things. We got our deep little meaning. So, finding happiness. Finding happiness. Oh, wait. I have depression. Boom. We're gonna use that to we're gonna use that to my advantage. So, I'm just gonna write that in big letters because we definitely know this is how it works. Depression. Perfect. This is perfect. Depression. Just gonna box that out. That has to be our main theme. How I overcame my depression. Now, be sure if you're writing and you do have depression, right, and you take meds, be sure to leave out the part that you take meds, or else it's like you gave up. Because that's what other people probably think. That's what I think other people would think. So, let's use it to our advantage by we're gonna do a little circle, and then we're gonna put MEDS, and then we're gonna put a little line through it. You don't want to talk about your meds. Ew, no one wants to. No, talk about the inner struggles that you have. So it's so the main theme is man versus self. Oh gosh, ooh, this is hard. Deep already. How I found happiness in little things when I was depressed, and how I had to fight my inner demons. Oh my gosh, right there already sounds deep. And she gives me a bad grade for talking about my depression? Who would do that? Am I right? So, I'm getting an A on this. Oh my gosh, one time depression comes in handy is when you need to pull some heartstrings, you know? So, let's see, we got depression, okay, so on the rubric, it says that the second greatest for the details and stuff, it struggles, or themes, is that you go between two, and I don't want to have two, so it's gonna be man versus, I want that, I want the inner struggle. So I'm also going to put procrastination. Oh my gosh, relatable. Procrastination is an everyday thing everybody at some point has dealt with, and that's another thing. I get extra points for that because on the rubric it says right there you need a everyday life whatever. So I'm not even gonna spell it all the way out. Why? Because I really don't feel like it, and look at that. So procrastination. We can have a little moment where I'm like, procrastination. Even now I'm struggling to write this as I'm sitting alone in my room. That's a little oof. You know, just a little oof, you know, a little so we got that. So we got happiness and happiness in the little things, and you gotta find that. Okay, so how we need a new piece of paper. That way I can make a little grid, right? And we'll see how I'm gonna do this little line, like a little plot line. See how this is gonna go. It has to be a story, and it's gonna be an everyday struggle, because that's how it was. And I'm like, I know I might seem joking about it, but like, I'm not making up I'm not making up anything. So no harm, no foul. I'm just making a fun video because, content. And I realize this is gonna help me not procrastinate doing this. So let's set this there. Okay, so a little line, right? So so say we're here. We need to figure out what plots of that. Finding happiness in the little thing, that little do, that's gonna be at the end, We're gonna say that at the end. We're gonna say, you gotta find happiness in the little things, and peace in the silence. That sounds good. Alright, so let's see. We go from, what's the starting point? Let's talk about how in the beginning when I didn't go to school, I had more depression, right? And so I'm like, when I didn't go to school, I didn't have a formal routine, which I think was my main struggle, because I couldn't discern from, it has to have big words, alright? Big brain. I couldn't discern my work from my home life. And so I just slept. Wow. I just slept all day in my bed, and I struggled to find the strength to awaken myself to reality. I more enjoyed fiction because it was an escape from my emotional pain. Oh yes, when you say emotional pain, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get a lower grade than an A on this? Alright, we're gonna get an A on this. Oh, depression. But then I started going to school. Da-da-da, it's a change. Oh wow. So he experiences a little change. This is me. I'm talking in third person now. So he goes to school, right? And then, guess what? I don't know why I'm drawing. It just helps me think. So he goes to school now, and he finds it easier not to procrastinate when he goes to bed early. But we're not gonna say that, because that sounds just like, but then he slapped. Wow. Then he slept, and then boom, bada bing, problem solved. No, we're gonna have to have more struggle. What's some good struggle? What's some good struggle? Okay, some good struggle is, they went at first person. So, I struggled all day as I... Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let me redo. We're gonna redo this. Okay. So we gotta think. What's our rough draft? We're doing a rough draft today. 200 words or less. That makes no sense. You say something. You say a number, and then you say or more. You don't say or less, because then if you say or less, I can write 2 words, and boom. Could it be deep? Not. What do you think those 2 words would be? Watch this. I'll write it right now, and I can write something that is deep. Done. I wrote something that is deep. As you can see. Oh, it's inverted. Oh, dang. Do I have to write it backward? No, that would be procrastinating. It says not shallow. Drop the bomb. Do you need 2 hands for a bomb? I don't know. Oh, I need a new piece of paper. Where did I put the paper? Paper acquired. Okay. So, rough draft. Okay. So, how are we starting off? I'm going to give you a little insight how school has really changed my life. No, that sounds too... School has changed... It sounds like a kiss up. Let's say how having a schedule. Yeah, schedule. That's what I need. Oh, perfect idea right now. I can say in one of the bits, like, having a schedule is really helpful, because when you're depressed, it gives you something to look forward to. It gives you anything that you know that's in your future. You can just look forward to something in your future, and you don't have to think there's nothing for you. You have possibilities. Am I secretly a genius? Hells yeah, boys. Hells yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start off. I'm procrastinating. I think I'm procrastinating. I don't know. I'm doing more work. I have to do 600 or less. I don't know what that means, but we'll try. Okay, start off. We need a good oof, I got you. Like a little, hey, you over there. And you're hooked. So, let's see. I don't want to do a flashback. Let's flash back to how a schedule truly helped my life. How a schedule truly helped my life. It made me more doesn't sound big-brained enough, so we have to come up with a creative way to sound like I am a genius. So, it inspired me to find happiness in the little things. And this is that story. Oh, genius. I am a genius. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, what did I just say? Probably have to figure that out again. Give me a second. And you got it inquired me. Okay, we'll write in it. Schedule. We're spelling wrong because it's a rough draft. I don't care. A schedule. Help me find a schedule helped me inquire happiness, and a schedule helped me X that out inquire happiness in the little things. A schedule helped me inquire happiness in the little things, and this essay will cover that story. And this, we got like a little insight of how I was. Like a little. He was deep depression. So we gotta figure out a good catch line, because just going up and how I had depression. I still kinda have it. I just take meds for it. But like. A schedule helped me inquire happiness in the little things. And this is that story? No, we're not going. A schedule helped me inquire happiness in the little things. It also was like a crutch for me to overcome my depression. It was also a crutch in my journey. Everyone knows if you use a band name in the first, like, sentence, boom, Journey. And I bet Little Thing, I'm just saying. So, a schedule helped me acquire happiness in the little things. Oh, that needs an S. In the little things. It was also a crutch in my journey to overcome. Oh, when you say to overcome something, you're like, oh, wow. To overcome my... Ooh, okay, so how should I go about this? I'm asking you, and then I'm just gonna answer myself, because you can't answer me. So should I say, helped my journey to overcome my mental illness? Or a journey to overcome my depression? I'm just gonna say mental illness. It sounds less harsh. Yeah, also, there's way more than just depression wrong with me, so mental illness. Hells yeah. There we go. We got an epic first liner. A schedule helped me acquire happiness in the little things. It was also a crutch in my journey to overcome my mental illness. Oh, and this is that story. A schedule. And... Okay, go! Okay, go! And this is that story. And this is that story. Boom. 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 We got the first sentence. Yeah, it's one sentence because I like to use the word and like I have no like carry on for it. So a schedule helped me acquire my happiness. My that makes it more first person. I'm gonna want that. My happiness in the little things. It was also a crutch in my journey to overcome my mental illness. And this is that story. And this is that story. Yeah, I like the and there. So we got a bon appetit first sentence. So we need I don't want to just write this whole thing out. I want to have a rough draft. So we have the first one, right? How do I go about this if I'm telling the story? Well, we need a carry-on. If I figure out the carry-on into the sentence and then I figure out what's the end gonna be like, I'm good. Because then I just have to write a whole bunch of filler and it'll take a little bit of time. And you know, if you guys want to, I will read it. I will read in my deep voice. Well, my natural voice. I raise my pitch of my voice. Why am I saying this to you? I have no clue. Procrastination. Most likely. So, okay. So, we need a good to-doom. And this is that story. Let's not use 'twas. That's too old-timey and Shakespeare. No one wants to hear 'twas. It needs to sound smarter. It all began. Every time someone says it all began. So it all begins. It all began when I was young. One day, it was like my switch for my emotions had shut off. Oh, that's a great one. Great, I tell you. I'm trying to say a word. It's awesome. It's okay. It began when I was young. One day when I was the ripe age. Ew, let's not say ripe age. I never want to say ripe age to anyone. Why do I always get so weird about certain words like petite? Let's not talk about petite. That is my least favorite word. You can say moist. It's moist. It's not that good. I know I'm probably offending some people. I won't say it anymore. Okay? I won't say moist. Alright? Oh, my lips are kind of moist. Sorry. Okay, so it began. I didn't put the 2 L's for that. I was such in a rush. It all began when I was young. When I was little. When I say when I was young, I'm still young, so it just seems condescending to myself. In such a way, it makes me seem younger, and we don't want that. See, here's the thing: you can only say you're young when you're an older person, like 20 through anything else. But when you say it when you're 15, you sound fake deep. We're trying to sound real deep when I'm really being fake deep. It's a game to play. I have no clue where my pencil is with an eraser. Oh, there it is. Yes, okay. So, when I was young, I'm still young. So, you know how it sounds? It sounds like I'm saying, back in my day. I'm not allowed to say that. When I was a small child, when I was a young boy, my father, no. It all began one day out of the blue. It was like, it all began. Hold on, I heard it scratch. That was not a pleasant sound. It all began one day. It all began one day. What seemed like out of the blue. Seemed like out of the blue. Yeah. It was like my emotion, I want to say switch. If I say switch, like a switch in my brain, it sounds more wowy. It's like my neurological pathway shut down to my emotion side of my brain. Too many my's, and then it just sounds redundant. You have to have class when you're trying to sound smart. Sounding smart, if you say too many big words, you're overcompensating. If you say too many small words, you have p-varying. But if you play it off as you're not smart, but say big words, then you sound smart. Wow, it might sound dumb, but here's the thing. So say if I'm like, oh, I'm not that tall, oh, I'm not that tall, oh, I'm not that tall, then we meet, and I'm 6'2". You're like, oh my gosh, wow, he's really tall. Now pretend I didn't say that. You meet me, you go, oh, he's tall. You set yourself, like, when you're like, I can do it. Setting yourself up for disappointment. It's like if I were to say, I gotta think of a good thing to say. My hands are really tiny. I could have done that. My hands are really tiny. I try, my hands are too big. And then it's like, you set yourself up for failure. And everyone's like, and more disappointed. If you're like, oh, can I try? My hands are too big. You know what I mean? You gotta set yourself up for success. Whoa, did I just sound deep? No. It's as simple. You play yourself down, and then everyone looks at you like you're up. It's 101. I don't know what 101 means. Probably a number. I mean, technically 101 isn't a number. 101 is a number. So maybe I was right there. I don't know. It all began one day, what seemed like out of the blue. It was like my emotions were just switched off. Too abrupt. Actually, no, I think I like it. It all began one day at what seemed like out of the blue. My emotions just shut off. Felt like yes, iMessages. I felt like I'm struggling on this. It felt like my emotions had just been switched off. It felt like my emotions had just been switched off. Oh, boom, switched off. Okay. Second sentence. Boom. What? How many times? I've been recording for 20. Okay, so I'll make a second part to this. All right, this is gonna be unedited because I know I'm great. I probably have the air conditioner too bad. I'll turn that off in the next video. Maybe not. Who knows? See ya. Peace. Goodbye.